Why is there diet culture on the parking meters? Why do we have on the parking meters, sometimes I diet, don't feed me on the following holidays? Why are we promoting fat phobia? And
I feel like this girl has lost the plot at this point. I feel like she's so done. Like, this girl portrays herself as the most confident, the most self-loving, the most like, I am so comfortable in my skin, yet is out here saying the most crazy shit you've ever heard in your life. What are you talking about, bro? It's just some memes on a parking meter.
diet
Like,
culture
let me
on the
look at this
parking
again.
meters?
Credit card, smartphones, or coins. Sometimes I diet. Don't feed me on the following holidays. Like, you're just doing too much for no reason, really, if I'm being honest with you. Like everybody in the comment section, it's crazy to see this, by the way, because I've been saying for the last like year and a half that Samyra is one of the most insufferable people on the entire internet. Literally makes big deals out of anything and everything. She will find a reason to hate it. She will find a reason to think that it's fatphobic or it's racist or whatever. And don't get me wrong, there are things that are fatphobic and there are things that are racist, of course, but they get kind of like thrown to the sides when people like Samyra make big deals out of parking meters having a sticker on them that some dude probably put on for no other reason than just putting it on. Like, it doesn't need to be anything more than what it is, bro. You're taking it too far. And it's insane to see the comment section on TikTok being like this. Now, I could expect this on Instagram because Instagram comments, as everybody knows, are wild and bizarre and crazy, and people have no filter on there. Even though it's so weird that you see people posting things on Instagram, but they can't say certain things, so they do emojis, or like they'll throw, like, you know, they'll misspell something or whatever, like self-garm, or people will do like unalive yourself or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, people say weird stuff to try to get past the algorithm so that way you can post something and get some views. So weird, you see that, but then you see like a video of a guy getting run over. You know what I'm talking about? Like a guy getting run over, or like a person at the grocery store slipping and falling and cracking their head, but like, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's fine. But the video of somebody saying fuck, can't do that. You know, it's like, I just don't get it. But whatever. It's interesting though to see Samyra's TikTok comments basically telling her that she's wrong. I mean, look at these first couple comments right here. You are insufferable. Girl, go take another break. I can't do this right now. So you get mad when you see diet soda? Yeah, like literally, what are you even talking about right now? It's crazy. Like, no matter what this girl says, she will 100% dilute the well when it comes to her own cause. Like, she is literally the call coming within the house. She is 110% making it unreasonable for anybody to look upon anything that she's doing with any sort of legitimacy, because she's like a walking, talking meme of herself. She's literally a locale in her own community, and the more she goes aggressive towards this bullshit, it makes it so people don't even engage with this shit. It's the rhetoric that these people use already is incredibly bizarre and niche and doesn't really make sense to like the majority of human beings. But when you do shit like this, it doesn't help your cause. It's just like flamboyant bullshit.
Why do we have on the parking meters, sometimes I diet, don't feed me on the following holidays? Why are we promoting fat phobia and diet?
Why do you have to have Harvard across the chest and then also have stains on top of the hoodie of Harvard? Like, she sits here and she promotes Harvard as if it means anything at all to this girl. Like, what did you go to Harvard for? Like what was the degree that you hold in such high? Like, aren't you just a social media influencer? You know, like, do you do anything outside of social media? I don't know. Like, she seems very proud of it, and she wears, I hate when people do that shit. Like, I get it. It's your school, and like, you guys, you know, you feel a great achievement going to a school and graduating from a certain prestigious university or school like that. But Samyra is actually just dumb. Like, she's just straight stupid. So it's just a testament. You don't need to actually be smart to graduate from Harvard's, guys, okay? You could just be, if I'm being honest with you, like a rejected 2016 SJW, like the Gamergate eras. You know what I'm talking about? The people that were like, their heads were exploding because guess what? They saw a woman in Battlefield 5. Like, this is the inverse of that. This is that person. Somehow she's made a career grifting on the internet, and at this point she's reaching so far and so fast that I almost can't even see the length of her arm anymore. It's like Mrs. Incredible.
It gets to a point. It really does get to a point. This is an issue, and this needs to be fixed. West Hollywood, this is actually disgusting. Why is there diet culture?
Go pick up a hobby. You know what I'm talking about? Do anything else, Samyra. It is really not that big of a deal. Go like, I don't know, man. Go drink some iced tea. You know what I'm saying, dude? Go plant some carrots or something. There's got to be other stuff. There's no way you were just walking. My bad. Sorry, walking. There's no way you found yourself on the side of the street and you found one parking meter with a sticker that said you don't have to feed me sometimes, and you thought fat phobia. Like, get over yourself, bro. There's got to be other things. There's got to be better stuff that we could do with our time. And no, I apparently not. Like, girls crashing out because she saw diet soda.
What I find so interesting about TJ Maxx's The Runway collection is that straight sizes exist both inside and outside of this collection, but their plus size offerings only exist outside of the runway.
Look at this comment section right here. I fear there is a bigger problems in the world. And then she replied, fat phobia. I just think Samyra is, just give up. You know, Samyra, just give up. Find something else. There's got to be something else, man. Are you not interested in anything else? I mean, you seem pretty interested in bragging about your college degree that I don't seem to really see much on. I mean, if you graduated from Harvard, you would think that you'd be doing whatever you graduated from Harvard. What'd you do? I would love to know. How much did you drop down on that on that degree? Got to be a couple hundred, right? Like, it's got to be something else, man. At this point, I'm done with it. I'm sick of seeing you complaining about this shit. You've been complaining about it for years. Do something else. You have to do something else, okay? Go take a walk, sis. Go, I don't know, find new hair care. There's got to be other things, because I'm sick of seeing you complaining about the same shit endlessly over and over and over again, and you don't do anything. Like, there's no advocacy for you. It's just performative bullshit on social media. And it seems like at this point, since most of the comment section is literally agreeing with me, which by the way, I'm so happy to see. I'm so happy that your comments, your fan base is finally turned on you, because, you know, you can only milk the well for so much. There's only so much that you can get out of that suckling, that teat, you know, that there's only so much that you can get there. And seems like the well runneth dry. It really does seem like that. So I do think that we should just switch over. Just switch over to, like, I don't know. Hey guys, guess what? It's 2026 hair care time, guys, and makeup guru. And, you know, instead of plus size influencer, maybe we can do dating. No, that could never happen. No. Girly could never catch a date. Never catch a date. Undesirable person inside and out. Absolutely the worst person. I imagine any type of being around this person. Filled with complaining, always vindictive, never contributing anything meaningful to any type of situation. I mean, maybe this is just me projecting, but I don't think that she's a good person. And, you know, there are people out there that are going to say, but what about the advocacy? The advocacy for what? She's not doing anything. Her entire scope of the internet has just been complaining for like 5 years and then accomplishing nothing. But I guess that's like a dub for her. But I'm interested to see what she got to say. TJ Maxx now on the list, guys. Better watch out.
Outside of this collection, but their plus size offerings only exist outside of the runway. And let's take a trip to the plus size section, which is far.
Are you really complaining that the plus size section is far from the door? Is it really that big of a deal, dude? Like, you're really just complaining for anything, bro. It's what is it, like an extra 20 steps? Like, are you really that mad that they're gonna make you spend 20 steps walking from the door to the middle of the store? Can you guys believe that? Oh, they got me walking. They got me going all the way to the middle section. You guys believe that? Whoo! Like, it's not that. Come on, bro. It's not that bad. You're doing too much.
Far away. And it's only.
What do you mean it's far? It's like towards 20 steps. What do you mean your door was right there? It's like the door is like 10 steps. And then you're complaining that you have to walk an additional 20. Come on. It's not that big of a deal. The Lord giveth you legs to use them, okay? You don't need to complain that you're going to be using the legs, bro. And plus, it's a store. What are you supposed to do? What do you want, like a cashier to come over and put you on their back and walk you to the plus size selection? What are you talking about?
Take a trip to the plus size section.
Take a trip is such a wild statement. Like, this girl's going to use any type of statement to make it seem like it's a far-ass distance, dude. It's literally like 20 steps.
Just far far away. And it's only the one side of this one rack.
Yeah, the guys, they made me walk 20 steps and it's only one rack. Can you guys believe that? Now I have to walk an additional 20 steps to get back to the door. Woo!
This is it. Just this one rack.
Yeah,
I'm getting
work.
aggravated. Mind you, anyone who's not plus size can shop from the front to the back. Whereas the
No, listen, Samyra, you're doing way too much. You're going on about this distance like it's really a big deal. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You're doing too fucking much right now. I don't know why you gotta be a pick me so aggressively. It doesn't have to be this hard for you. You over here you out here in a TJ Maxx. How'd you even get into the TJ Maxx? If you complaining about walking through the TJ Maxx, was there a parking lot that you had to navigate through? How did you get through? Like sheer force of will? Would you wish upon a genie to get you to the front door? You acting like this shit is ridiculous. It's literally a store. They're designed to be walked through.
plus size people only got this one rack, and it's all ugly. And it's not even a just this location kind of thing. I also went to another TJ Maxx this morning, and it was the same thing.
What is your life? Is this really what we want to be doing? Just visiting like 2, 3, 4 TJ Maxxes a day just to find a very, very specific scenario where they only have one rack of plus size clothes that you had to navigate through in order to find? Like, is it you really acting like doing the most basic shit in life is crazy? Like, you guys, man, move on, dude. I'm just so sick of this woman at this point. Like, you know what? At one point, I thought Samyra was an interesting enough person to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she was cringy, of course. But at this point, complaining about having to walk through a store, we're just doing too much. You know what I'm saying, dude? You do realize that walking is a privilege, right? You do realize that people have to do that on a daily basis. Like, I walked probably, I don't even know actually, probably 10, 15,000 steps today. And you complaining about 10, 15, 20. Really put that in perspective right now. And by the way, the reason why plus size clothes, there's limited selection at like a TJ Maxx or wherever she was at before this. Bro, they just don't sell. Like, I don't know what to tell you. There's a reason why they only have 1 or 2 racks. Is because most of the selection doesn't move. So they only really need 1 or 2 stacks. I'm sorry that you couldn't find any clothes, Samyra. But maybe this should be like a time where you change something about yourself instead of complaining about it. It's been years at this point. And for you to be so aggressively pursuing this still, even after that break of Cardi B calling you out, is just wild to me, bro. Like, we've learned nothing. And then everybody in the comment section, again, is just flaming you. Look at this. Look at the comment section here. Maybe because they get less shipments of plus size clothing because the majority of people aren't plus size. The majority actually are plus size. Yeah, but they don't shop in store. This should be a wake-up call. We still need clothes. Maybe because people are not trying to normalize being plus size. Mind you, the average woman is plus size. She's right about that, though. She is right about that. But if I'm being honest with you, bro, this right here really sums up the entire video. Far, far away. Literally 20 steps.
I'm in Marshall's, right? And I was attracted to this section because it says what? Women's plus. However, when I go up to the rack, what does it say? Small.
So where are the plus sizes, you ask? Let's look at the whole rack, right? No.
Look at this shit, man. Will you look at this shit? Look at this shit. Finding any and every reason to crash out. Like, she is exhausting to listen to. Absolutely nothing to give anymore. It's the niche has run dry, okay? At the point that we're at, bro, to grift this hard for such little returns, for what? For what, man? Like, are you really that upset that you walked into a Marshall's and there was a plus size section and there were smalls on the plus size section? God forbid employees fuck up every once in a while, dude. Like, I'm you know, sometimes when I walk into I walked into a Primark today, okay? I walked into a store today. And I went to that first floor. And did I crash out when I saw that the entire floor was dedicated to women? The entire floor was all women's section. And then I went to the second floor. You know what the second floor was? Everything else. The men had like 10% or 15% of the entire floor. And some of the men's section was women's stuff. Some of it, there was lingerie, there were children things. I even saw some toys. Was I there crashing out? Was I there, like, you know, putting my fists up in the air, and I had like a tiki torch, and I was like, this is ridiculous. There should be more men's section. No, I'm not doing that. And I wasn't going to sit there and record it for social media and be like, I can't believe that there isn't a striped shirt for me at small Instead, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at women's lingerie. You know, I'm not doing that because it's not that big of a deal. It really doesn't call for that much effort. For Samyra, though, she's got nothing to offer anymore. I mean, that break really must have done a number on her, because I'm looking at this comment section. Okay, I know I keep bringing it up, but I'm looking at this comment section, and bro, I'm seeing pictures of everybody hates Chris. Like, girl, do you ever stop? Hang it up, sis. Find another niche. Let's find a solution. Create what you're looking for. Using your platform to create the change that you want to see. Complaining isn't going to get these corporations to change anything. Yeah, but this is the point I've always made when it comes to Samyra. Like, she never genuinely cared about any of the shit that she was saying. It was just a complaining segment. Okay? Like, ever since the very beginning, when I first made that video, this girl will always complain, no matter what. Even if it will be anything, right? Remember, she did videos where she was complaining. Like, she would go into a store, she would go, oh, there is a plus size section, but the air conditioner isn't on. Oh, there is a plus size section, but guess what? There's some clothes on the floor. Like, she never genuinely gave a fuck. All these videos that she put out was ultimately just a grift, just something that's super performative, something that she could yell about on social media, and it's an easy enough platform to get involved into and be counted as a social justice warrior. But everything that she says is meaningless. I've been saying for years, if you genuinely cared about the well-being of fat people and you thought that you should be making a change in the world, why don't you do anything about it? How is it that you've been on this platform for 2, 3, 4 years and you've been saying this stuff, yet I see no changes in you? How is it that you've been out here advocating for these stores and corporations to do something, and yet nothing has happened? And you over here thinking you're making a difference. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything besides making yourself depressed and I guess profiting off of it, but not so much anymore. Views are down. People don't want to really watch her. I mean, people are out here making fun of her in the comment section. But you know what? I'm all for it. I think people should be making fun of this type of rhetoric. It's insane. Like, you're out here literally complaining just to complain. For what? If you don't find a plus size selection, move on to the next store. It's really not that big of a deal. It's a Marshall's. Okay? Like, they don't even organize most of the shit in their stores anyway. You over here, for some reason, she thinks it's appropriate to do. But I really do see her falling off in 2026. There's no way she could sustain this kind of burn.
You should care about your health. I said, if you care so much about my health, then what about my mental health?
What a cop-out, man. What an absolute cop-out. Like, somebody is literally... She's been complaining about this for so long. And when people say, what about your health? You say, my mental health. It's just so bad faith. Like, how come... What is that deflection, man? What is that, like... not taking anything serious and always finding a reason to blame somebody else? Like, this girl is incapable of looking in the mirror. It's like actually incredible how somebody like is literally a walking, talking jellyfish. This is somebody that has no backbone at all. This is somebody that has an inability to say anything of substance on stage. No, nonetheless saying this. And you know what's funny? Is that you could hear the people in the comment section like, what? What are you talking about? How you gonna agree with that bullshit? She literally is out here gaslighting people into thinking that what she's saying is true. But it's like, it's not. It's just bullshit, bro. You don't care about yourself. Just say that. And you really, to say you care about your mental health, you post this type of content day in, day out, and everybody in your comment section flame you. So you obviously don't care about your mental health, or you're not looking at your comment section, which probably will be good for you if I'm being honest with you. But you're never going to look in the mirror, and you're never going to see an issue with yourself. So I guess it really doesn't matter.
What time I went to bed last night? What time did you go to bed, by the way? Sleep is very important. Sleep. But I think that, you know, there is a big component of weight stigma and fat phobia that is not talked about, that is documented as being much more dangerous than weight itself.
She's such a terrible person. Such a terrible, disingenuous person. Never actually saying anything of substance. Like, if somebody says, hey, what's the biggest issue with excessive weight gain? And you say mental health, you should not be in the conversation. You really should not be in the conversation. I genuinely think you're poisoning the well. And if you genuinely do care about plus size individuals and how they're represented in society, you are not the person that is advocating. You are doing them a disservice. You are quite literally the villain in that story. You do not help any of the people that you claim to be helping. So you need to leave, okay? I'm so happy that your audience is turning against you. I'm so happy to see it's finally happening. It should have happened a long time ago, but I don't know how you managed to like convey that information. Maybe you were just deleting comments, but I doubt it. Couldn't be bothered to do that. Couldn't be bothered to walk to the store. You know, God forbid a girl find out about stairs. But to be sitting on stage and to be telling people the biggest problem about weight is that there's a mental health problem, like the negative effects of even being around people that don't think that weight is like you're just ridiculous. Like it's just flat out tomfoolery. You know, it's just craziness. You're just saying shit for no reason. You know, like what do you even, why? You know, why are you out here? Is it just a grift, just to make money? Is that what it is? There can't be that much money left. Even Lizzo lost weight. Like, what are you talking about?
I like to tell people you have to have the confidence of an NFL quarterback. That is how you have to wake up in the morning and know that whatever happens in this game today, however many mistakes I make, I still know I'm the best.
Cardi B made you leave the internet for like 3 or 4 months, and you over here talk about I got the confidence of an NFL quarterback. Girl, you got no confidence. You got bullied off the internet, and you stayed off the internet for months, and you over here talking about I got confidence. In what realm world do you have that confidence? Can we see the confidence? Is confidence a person? Who is it? I would love to know. By the way, what does that even mean? The confidence of an NFL quarterback? What are you even talking about? You don't think those dudes are insecure? You don't think those dudes are going through some mental health issues? What are you even saying right now? What does that even mean? That's like me saying like I have the confidence of a water bottle. Like it's nothing. It's a nothing statement. It doesn't even mean anything. She doesn't go into any detail either. And you know what's funny is like the hosts are going, I like that. I like that. What do you mean you like that? What are these like professional yes men that just agree with everything you say because like, I don't know, like they're just sad that you're in the room with them? What are you even talking about?
And I think that even looking at sports, you know, I played football in high school. Yeah. And
that's believable. That 100% is believable.
Oh, that was the place that I definitely learned that in between downs, whatever happens on the field, no matter what happens, there's another play. Yeah.
I think that a lot of times, in order to really build up your confidence, you need to put yourself in a place or a scenario where you're going to be torn down a little bit, right? So like for me personally, I attribute the reasons I have I'm so thick-skinned is because when I grew up, I was in the Call of Duty lobbies where dudes were telling me my mom was sucking on 12-year-olds and, you know, my mom was a whore and I was sucking dick apparently and this and that. And you had to be good. You had to eat that damage and you had to be willing to give it back. And it was relentless. I'm talking about hours a day. Because listen, when you're that age and all you got is Call of Duty, you're playing Call of Duty for 6, 7, 8, 9 hours a day and you're talking to grown men on the internet, you got to be able to dish it back out. So I like to attribute one of the reasons why I'm so thick-skinned nowadays. I don't mean thick-skinned in the way that I got like scales or something like that. I do moisturize. I do put on tons and tons of good products on my skin to ensure that I stay as young and vibrant as I am currently. But I mean thick-skinned in the sense of like morally and mentally speaking, like I'm able to eat it and, you know, bite off more than I can chew and then I chew it. You get me? Like this is something I can do. Now, Samyra, on the other hand, I don't know her situation completely, but she seemed like she grew up with a golden or like a silver spoon in her mouth. She sounds like she never had a hard day in her life. She sounds like she's never been in a tough scenario or a tough position, which is why she had to leave the internet, which is why she had to take a break, which is why people didn't like her and, you know, she had to take that. It is what it is. You know, mental health is incredibly important, of course. But don't sit here and be like, oh yeah, nah, I got the mental health of a NFL quarterback, whatever the fuck that means. I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Like, speak truth, but don't speak bullshit. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. I just wanted to do a little recap of Samyra. She has since returned to the internet. I think she's been back for about a month now. As you can see, nothing's changed. Still posting cringe. It actually looks like it's more aggressive than ever. She's doubling down. Not really addressing the Cardi B situation, which is probably good for her. She probably shouldn't be talking about that because she did get #owned, bro. So I totally get it. But nah, bro. Cringy. Dusty. Why are you still saying this dumbass shit? But let me know what you guys think down below about the whole Samyra situation and how she's acting now and stuff like that. But her mom still look good. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. Mom look very good. Younger than her, if I'm being honest with you. When I saw Mom Samyra, I was like, damn, why is Samyra? Is Samyra the mom? That's what I was thinking. But Samyra's mom, very, very beautiful. I saw her sister too, very beautiful indeed. They all look younger than her. All look like significantly younger than her, especially her mom. Mom looks like she's in her mid 30s, maybe. But anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. I appreciate everybody here. You guys are all beautiful and amazing and spectacular. Got links in the description down below, and you can check out all that stuff. That's the best way to support me, and I'll always love you. I'll always care about you. I'll always think that you're a beautiful person. I'll always be thinking about you, especially later tonight when, you know, some things get a little bit hot and sweaty, and I think it's okay to get a little bit hot and sweaty. I think it's okay to sweat on somebody and let them feel your skin and all that delicious salt that you emanate, and you're wasting it. You know, you're out in the gym and you're working out. Why isn't there somebody collecting that? Because that's some good shit right there. You could sell it. You can bottle it online. I'm sure somebody will sell it and somebody will buy it. Maybe, you know, maybe me. Who knows? I don't know. Send me a link. But anyway, that's the end of the video, guys. If you watch the video in its entirety and or you're here right now, leave it down below by typing in mic, M-I-C, microphone, like mic. And I will tell you that you're beautiful, because we all need a microphone to talk into, and especially you, because you got a lot of good things to say, and I really love your entire voice. Your vocal cords in general are very vibrating to my ears. They feel good to listen to, and I love them, just like I love you. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.